I got my little sloth here, slothing around. Hello, sloth. What have you got? Those dark freckles, that's dust on your face. But anyway, you are holding this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful plant. I bought this in autumn and it was only tiny. It was like that much, just that much when I bought it. It actually went to sleep in winter and then now came back. So what I did with this one is when I bought it after autumn, I brought it inside. So it was growing inside, so it did not lose all its leaves because sedum tend to lose their leaves during winter. And then now spring has sprung and so I brought them out or brought him out. Are you a he or a she? Doesn't matter. Now it's called Sedum. Oh my goodness. Okay, I kept saying sedum, supposed to be sedum. Sedum hylothephium, hylotelephium. Hylotelephium, sieboldii, medio variegatum. Okay, I like the medio variegatum part. That's the only, let's repeat it again. Sedum hylotelephium, sieboldii, medio variegatum. Okay, now I still stuck with the sedum instead of the sedum. Cafe time. First cup of the morning. Nice. Nice coffee. It's a little bit cold. The coffee, that is. Again, as usual. The whole area here right now is alive. Is alive. Because we had rain last night. So it started raining at about, I can't remember now, about 9 o'clock, I think, at night. So I put my freelies, which is not getting rained on, or my plants in here that's not getting rained on. And now I'm talking and now it's starting to drizzle again. I don't know, give me a break. Can you just stop, please, just for a sec? I should probably better bring my umbrella, not for myself, but for the camera. The camera's gonna get wet, so I can wear a raincoat, but my camera's still gonna get wet. Anyway, I am waiting for these flowers to finish flowering. This is ebony. The ebonies now, look at that. They're starting to form the star. So this is the time when I have to keep an eye on them and make sure that they dry out. And when they do dry out, they don't open up and burst or drop somewhere. Japanese maple. I love that tree. I'm trying to bonsai that, but it's covering some of my precious over here. And look how beautiful that. It's supposed to be called snow something. I forgot what it's called now. Oh, snow peach or whatever. Snow peach, that one. But I think that is an opalina hybrid because I've got an opalina here and that one is, I'm confused now. There's so many plants. I really have to start putting more labels on plants here. So I think that is snow peach. Okay, but it's beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. Can be opalina, but that's probably the most beautiful opalina I have seen in my garden. This sedum clavatum, oh look at that, gorgeous. It's going red. Why are you going red? And big. Look at the top there. That's quite big plant. And I was just able to put stuff away the other day. Life has been busy. Life is but busy, busy, busy. Oh, look at this beautiful, beautiful Monroe. Miss Monroe. Every time I say Monroe, I think of Marilyn Monroe. I was thinking of Marilyn Monroe because I watched The Chaser yesterday, and one of the questions was, who said, on the deathbed, I finally get to see Marilyn. So, Arthur Miller, Joe DiMaggio, or who else? I forgot who her other husband. So it was Joe DiMaggio. And, oh, the love of a man. Oh, my goodness. Okay, look how beautiful. Oh, my goodness, that looks like candy. Who likes candy? Who likes candy? I do. This is my cotyledon. A few people have asked me to do a cotyledon video. I could not do a cotyledon video because I am still observing my cotyledon. Now this is a cotyledon ping pong. I think this is the ping pong ball. One of them is anyway, and the other one is like Oophylla. And look how beautiful, beautiful. Now this one is a Bunnings purchase. This is, that's 3 plants I bought, and that one at the front here, at the foreground, okay? They're almost all on the foreground. That one, I actually bought that like 3 weeks later. So I first bought the 2 at the back in Bunnings last year, or last, I don't know, a few months ago, 8 months ago at least. Anyway, in autumn or something like that. And then that one in the center there, someone has broke off the plant from the top, removed the plant, and probably just didn't want to buy it. For $10, that was some people, I can't believe it. Anyway, for $10, they're selling their morals and integrity and whatever. Anyway, how can your conscience really, because that eats up any bad things you do, eats you up inside anyway. And you send off that energy to the rest of the world, which is not good. Now this one here, I came back 3 weeks later and saw that it was still there, so I went and bought it because it started growing all those pups. See, look, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 or something becomes one plant. So next year, that little one there is going to be nice and fat and big and probably fill up the foreground of that pot. Anyway, cotyledon. They're so easy to look after. You just put them in the soil. These ones, I planted them in my advanced soil mix, those 2. That one there, oh, so beautiful. Oh my God. So that one and that one. Those 2, I just planted them in my master succulent soil mix. And I just add a little bit of granite to the mix. And look how beautiful they are looking. Gorgeous, gorgeous plant. Anyway, so this one, I think I got this a bit later or earlier. I can't remember now. I'm losing track of my plants. So anyway, I think once I reach a certain point, my brain just goes mush. I can only handle so much. But anyway, I want to show you these ones too. This is my, okay, so that one first is my oldest Dudleya Sprite. And that one at the back is Dudleya Brittonii. So I'm already recording this, or I'd like to do a video of them because they are about to go to sleep once summertime comes. So you probably have another 4 weeks to enjoy these ones and water them. And they still sort of continue to grow. But after that, that's it. No more. They're going to say, night, night, Josephine. They're going to go to sleep. And this one, so that's 4 years old. They are the same age as that one. So it's gone through a process. The Brittonii actually goes red in spring. So the growing season is when it's cold. So autumn, winter, spring, and summer, they go to sleep. And this one here is about 3 years old. So I could have had bigger ones, maybe more mature plants. But my first 2 Dudleya that I bought it when we had a 150-year drought for a few years. But anyway, so that's when I started growing succulents. And because the garden is just dry, and I was watering just about every week, and I don't normally water my garden every week. I like to water like never. But anyway, so that's how I got into succulents. So this one now, these Dudleyas, look how beautiful they are. Okay. You probably can't see because they look like they're small. They are so gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, hello, Hira. No, it's so beautiful. Oh, look what happened to you. Some birds poop on my lithops. Oh, I have to wash that off and clean them off. Look how fat they are. That's almost going to be bigger than the lion soon. Hey, Simba. Look how big. Look how big that one is. I don't want to touch it because it's got bird poop in it. No, it might have COVID in it. Okay, so there you go. Look at that. Big lithops. So you just plant them and leave them, and I have to harvest those seeds. So there's a seed pod and another seed pod, and I have to harvest them. I have, oh my goodness, my Echok. I love you. I love my Echok. Echok, beautiful color. Like, that's why I've grown a lot of them, because sometimes you can't really appreciate them when they're still young, and then as they get older, then that's when you appreciate the beauty of most of these plants. And even this blue haze here, look at the color. It looks like candy now, like the yellow and the pink and the sort of a limey green in it. Beautiful. Now, the reason why I'm here, I was going to show you my garden just so instead of doing a garden update. Oh, look at the cubic frost. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. That is, oh, there's so many distractions, and I'm acting as if this is the first time I see my garden. It is. I just walk past here when I need to take the bin out. Oh, look at that. Everything's flowering and blooming. Oh, this one too. This Cereus monstros peruvianus. This has to go in the garden. So it has, this is actually like a variegated with pockmarks from whatever. I think it's a sort of a disease, or it doesn't matter, but it's still alive. But I think it just doesn't like the soil anymore. So this one and my corn cob, my variegated corn cob, that has to go in the garden. I'm putting that in the garden, and I'm gonna take you to the garden now. So I still have to, oh my goodness, look, it's alive. I really like that Frankenstein thing. It's alive. It's alive. Okay. Now let's go to the garden before I'm gonna have to. These ones now, I don't know what these plants are. I grew them inside and I lost the label. And oh, white horse, sorry. White horse it says, but that's not the name of it. So I don't know what it is. So let's go outside. Everything was so beautiful out here. Look, everything is like flowering, and so the bees were just like buzzing everywhere. So this is a lot of work. This is now almost ready. My wall, my garden wall, and you can probably see that is going to be my bluebird cage. It's a bit boring, it's like cliche. Bluebird, putting it in a cage. Yes, because I've got nowhere to hang that cage. That cage was already a few years old, and that's still a cage from my son's wedding many years ago. And it's just sitting in the backyard because I don't have anywhere to, I don't have anything to hang things in the backyard. But it's just the design of my house. I can't do hanging things. So now this one here has got a few things. I sort of melted a hole on this pot, this rectangular plastic pot, so you can see, so I can put the star picket there. And that star picket took a long time, took 3 months before I could get that, because we were in COVID lockdown, and Bunnings, our hardware store, was closed for a while, and I don't believe in click and collect. I don't know. I just like to pick it up myself. So it took me that long to just do this. This is actually a bed post. This is not a pot, but it's so solid that I think you get $8 for, I should buy some online. But anyway, I only have 2-pack, $8, so it works out $2 each, but it's just, look, solid. So that's solid now. I'm putting some flowers and succulents on those pots. As to which one, I have an idea, but I'm not going to tell you. You just have to wait and see. Now this one's here as well. There's a few things I'm putting in there, which is going to be a surprise when I do it. But anyway, so this is the update for now, because that's still going to be a lot of work. It's not really a matter of just plonking flowers in there. So I still have a lot of things growing. It's like a goalpost for football or something like that. Anyway, it's not. It's going to be beautiful. That's my waterfall, I will call that one. You get an idea. And I found a spot for my dragon, and I already tied her up. Look, I put a wire around her waistline. So now it's just this rain. Oh, hang on, my calicium's flowering. It's about to. And this whole area again, soon I will have an excuse not to work in the garden, because I'll say, all these bees behind me are buzzing. So Salvia, I love Salvia because I like to pull the flower and eat the little nectar in the middle. And that's why bees love them, because they've got plenty of nectar. And also the cistus, oh, it's just so beautiful. It's right now sort of closed because it got wet, but when it's open, you can see, okay, look, just gonna go over here. It's so beautiful. Like yesterday I was just standing here and everything was just blooming, and gorgeous, and all my succulents are flowering down here. So the colors and also those iris, you know, the yellow and the blue, I'm not removing them. They're gonna stay in the garden, but even though it sort of looks messy, it's just beautiful with colors. It's like, oh my goodness. Anyway, butterfly tree is getting thick, which is what I want. I have to start chopping off the bottom, so that way that will give plenty of light for the succulents that's gonna grow below. Oh, this Angelina, look at that. Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. Everything is just so colorful. Even that weed there, that's a Euphorbia that my aunt gave me before, and I can't get rid of it now. It just keeps popping up every now and then. We just pull it out, and then the seeds keeps dropping somewhere. But anyway, it's still beautiful anyway. So it's just the inconvenience, but for a short period of time, it does provide beautiful colors. And look at that, it's like gorgeous. It's like a secret garden. So, oh, hello, my pomegranate tree is alive again. And my persimmon tree, that yellow one, that's a persimmon. So I got fruit trees, I got herbs, and I got succulents in my garden. So when the end of the world comes, like been watching too many zombie movies, I kept thinking to myself, I'm good. All I need is some potatoes. I have to find a spot to plant my potatoes. Which reminds me, I've got some tomatoes that's supposed to go in the garden now, or in the pot. But anyway, guys, that's all my update for this video. And anyway, my chit chat's gonna be long again. Oops, hang on. See, this is the reason why I have to come here, because my... Okay. I'll just put this down. There you go. Crowbar has to lay down. Lay me down in the cool, cool ground now. Okay, it says lay me down in the cold, cold ground. This Scottish song that I really, really love. That's it. I'm off inside to finish my cold coffee again. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, what's happening to you? Even my hibiscus is variegating. Can you believe that? Why is my plants variegating? And why is it's got something to do with the fertilizer, I'm sure. I only ever use Humongous, and I think that is, oh my goodness, this is gonna be gorgeous. You can't see it, but there's all these splashes of white all throughout the plants, or the tree, or the bush, or whatever you are. Hibiscus, this is hibiscus. It's got beautiful purple flowers, so you got white, green. Anyway, yes, I also have a camellia that went variegated on me. So that's it, guys. Really, that's it. I'm going inside. Bye. Have a lovely day.